Hey guys, Grass here with another vid, and this one's about the Ramaladnis Gift. I don't think anyone's really explained it too much, and I finally found one, on Paragon 365, and finally one has dropped for me. So I just want to kind of explain what it is and what it does, and why this is, a game changer to your weapon. So basically, Ramaladni's Gift works on weapons. It adds a socket to your weapon. So if you currently have a socket, so if you look at my current weapon, it has a socket. It won't add an additional socket. So for me, what I would need to do is go to the jeweler, remove the socket, and then re-roll the socket. So but let's first identify this bad boy so you can have a look at the graphics that Blizzard has put. So this is been released in patch 2.1. It's available in all the modes, so whether it's hardcore, seasons, or just normal softcore. So this can drop, and as you can see, it adds an item and a socketed on a weapon. So in my case, I haven't used the Ramaladni's Gift before on this weapon. I rolled a socket, and you can tell by doing it. Going to the enchanted over here, and when you look, see how I've rolled a socket. So basically the rules with this is it drops in Torment 1 or higher. It's completely random. It drops from all sources, so including monsters, chests, destructible items, so on and so on. I have tried absolutely everything to get this thing to drop, and from what my testing is, and again it's such a small scale in a conclusive way of finding where the Ramaladni's drop, that it is purely random. Blizzard hasn't given out too much information of what the drop chance is. This actually dropped whilst I was in a group on a Rift Guardian, in obviously a rift. I've farmed bosses, so like Skeleton King. I've killed trash. I've done practically everything, and it hasn't affected whether it will drop or hasn't dropped. So it's totally random. It drops in any mode, so Nephalem Rifts or Greater Rifts, so it doesn't really make a difference. Also, if it drops whilst you're in a group, as long as it's the same group, you can actually give it to someone else if you're going to feel very charitable. So you can give it. It is an account bound item, but if you're in a group, you can actually give it to, say, someone else. There's a timer like what you would normally get. So this is very like a big rare, it's so much of a rare drop. You don't waste this on any weapon. Now with my build, I'm doing a cold marauder, and the trail is the weapon that I need, and I've only ever got 2 of them drop for me. So I'm Paragon 365, and this is the second one that ever dropped for me, which is not as good as this one. So I can't wait any longer because I need to do, progress in Greater Rifts further. So I need to get the 10% damage. And the only way I'm going to get that is by re-rolling this socket into 10% damage and then adding the Ramaladni's Gift to give a socket. So basically what you need to do is that if your weapon doesn't have a socket, you could use it on that. If it had a socket already, you can go to the enchantress or busty lady, I call her, and you can remove the socket, or if you've rolled a socket, you can also remove it. So hopefully this works, because this is my first time actually doing it. So I'm going to re-roll into, well, let's put attack speed. I don't need attack speed in my build because my breakpoint on a two-handed weapon is 2.85, and I've reached that. So attack speed's useless, but for the demonstration of this video, I'm going to collect that. I'm going to now get out of there. I'm going to right click, and you see this kind of hammer, and once I use this, that's it. I can only use it once on this particular weapon. And what makes this so powerful, ooh, attention, is that now I have an extra primary stat. So before I had 4, now I've got 5. So I've got the cold damage, the cold skill, the dex, the attack speed, and now the empty socket. And there we go, and we put that in there. And all I now need to do is roll damage percent, and I've just got a DPS buff. So guys, hopefully that's explained a lot how to use the gift. And please, you know, in the comment section, just write if you've got that dropped. Can you just put the location where it's dropped? I'm trying to find out if there's a pattern. I don't think there is. I purely don't think there is from people that have told me where it's dropped. It's completely random, but I would like to know, and that information would be quite useful. So if you can leave a comment, you know, like the vid, and enjoy farming Diablo 3. I'm doing seasons, you know, say hi to me. I'm pretty approachable online. So, you know, thumbs up, guys. Thanks.